Great conversations sharpen and shape great minds. With your support, we educate, connect communities, and deepen understanding. Every contribution magnifies our impact.
One of the things that I've heard you say often is that this is a place where we can learn to be just Muslims again.
Yeah.
And I just want you to develop that idea for us, because in some sense, we are products of history.
Of course.
And history has produced schools of thought, contextualized Islam that has developed in different geographies with different languages. But going back to something original and pure is ahistorical and very difficult, but in some sense possible only in a kind of a mystical sense. And I feel you try to capture that.
Well, and I when I say that a place where we can just be Muslims again, there is a sense of like returning to a place of simplicity, a place of inclusion, a place of an expanded sense of brotherhood and sisterhood. But the idea, the opportunity that I'm speaking of there is this idea that that Islam has become so complicated now. The creeds have become so complicated, and the legal traditions. And I'm not against tradition. I love that tradition. I think that tradition is important. We need to study it. We need to know it. We need to honor it. But we must never become slaves of that tradition. And so one of the beautiful things about this college, from the very beginning, with President, our founding president and provost, Dr. Ismail al-Faruqi, may God be merciful to him and his wife. His vision was a rigorous liberal arts university that would be non-denominationally Muslim, which means it would be Muslim in an unapologetic and proud way, and yet in a way that served all aspects of the Muslim mosaic in the world and in Chicago and in America without differentiation, and in a way that also was inclusive of the wider society. Anyone would be welcome to come here and study and to learn and to benefit from whatever programs we're offering at any given time. I love that idea of the opportunity for Muslims in the diaspora here in Chicago and in America, that we can just come back together like we were in the beginning and just be Muslims again. And so no one's asking what kind of Muslim or
Ever so quickly, we need to break at this moment.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I had to keep going.
I saw the sign, but I wasn't sure.
I noticed that he didn't see the sign.
Okay. But don't lose that. That was like...
No, we have everything.
That was incredible.
The mission and vision of the American Islamic College, to me, pretty much now synonymous with the work. I believe in the transformative power of education, and not just education that is informative, but in education that is transformative, education that really changes how we live. But I think that the Muslims of America need a place that they can come as a Muslim space. This is their space. It belongs to them.